Dontaesboxingnation, what's going on, guys? So, guys, after I watched this full interview with Jermall Charlo on Brian Custer's show, I am more confused than I have ever been when it comes to what Jermall Charlo is going to do. Because there were a lot of parts of this interview where Jermall Charlo came off as extremely optimistic. And then, of course, there were other parts that didn't sound so optimistic. So, after Jermall Charlo's trainer had came out and he said the fight ain't gonna happen. Matter of fact, he said it's just all talk. He said it's all talk and basically there's no reason to fight David Benavidez. He has nothing to offer. We're gonna stay here at 160 and defend our titles or defend the WBC belt and stay at 160 for at least another year. Now, first of all, I never understood why Ronnie Shields has said it's all talk. Because he can only be talking about his own fighter when he says it's all talk. We know for a fact that David Benavidez wanted the fight. We know he was pushing for the fight. So I think that was a bad choice of words for Ronnie Shields to say it's all talk. It's so crazy because Jermall Charlo did that interview. I reported the little preview, the little clip that Brian Custer put out, which was once again a little teaser for the full interview that he did with Jermall Charlo. He played the one clip where it sounded like Jermall Charlo was determined to make this David Benavidez fight by all means necessary. I mean, when Jermall Charlo said that David Benavidez won't go past 6 rounds, and then he basically explained why he felt that way by saying the man gets hit too much. He gets hit too much. I have too much power. I will explode on him. Man, Jermall, he said that with so much conviction. I was certain the fight was going to happen this year. But once the full interview came out with Brian Custer, Jermall Charlo, he pretty much revealed that he prefers to stay at 160 and unify the belts before he moves up to 168. And when he says unify the belts, I don't even know if he means unify all the belts or just fight one of the champions. And we already know the 2 main champions in that division outside of Charlo is Demetrius Andrade and Triple G. Triple G, he just made it very clear when there was even rumors that he may be fighting against Charlo next. He came out and he made it very clear. He said, that is not true. I am not fighting Jermall Charlo, right? Now, this is where we get a little optimism, where we get a little good news. Because Jermall Charlo, he's saying that he wants to unify and he wants to fight Demetrius Andrade. He also said, I'll fight Demetrius Andrade before I fight David Benavidez, which is really surprising to me. Because once again, when I look at the styles, it seems like Demetrius Andrade would be a much harder fight for Charlo than a David Benavidez fight. When it comes to David Benavidez, you know exactly what you're getting. He's coming forward. He's going to try to land that jab and set up power shots with his long jab. There's really no special effects with David Benavidez. It's just his size and his power at that weight class. But when it comes to Demetrius Andrade, you're dealing with a tall southpaw who has the type of slickness that a Floyd Mayweather has. He can fight on the inside. He can fight on the outside. Let's also not forget the one guy that gave Jermall Charlo all kind of problems was another southpaw named Korobov. And we know that Andrade is a way better southpaw fighter than Korobov is. So once again, if you're comparing Andrade to David Benavidez, it just seems like the main thing you have to worry about when it comes to David is his size, his height, and he has a really good jab. It's a stiff, powerful jab. Now, I was also going to add, you got to worry about his pressure, but I'm going to go ahead and redact that from the equation because I noticed when David Benavidez, when he fought Anthony Durrell, that fight turned out to be more of a chess match. It wasn't really David Benavidez pressuring Anthony Durrell. Matter of fact, even in the Ronald Ellis fight, the first 4 rounds, Ronald was actually coming forward. And David, he started to back up a little bit, showing that he could box a little bit if he needed to. We just all know he's a better banger than he is a boxer. You know, guys, the truth is, the only reason we really want the Charlo versus David fight is because Charlo called out David Benavidez. But if Charlo can still get fights with Gennady Golovkin and Demetrius Andrade, then those are going to be fights just as big. Jermall Charlo, he said he wants to unify all the belts just like his brother did. And there's no doubt about it. If he could accomplish that at 160, beating Gennady Golovkin and Demetrius Andrade, it would be really, really hard for Canelo Alvarez to avoid him if he pulled that off. And hopefully we can still get Charlo versus Benavidez, maybe I guess sometime next year, if neither one of them loses. Now, and I'm not finished with this topic, guys, but I got to go ahead and wrap this video up right now. So that's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elodiki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodiki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man ScalpCarolinas on Instagram.
Love that.